Hey guys, so I had social work class today and something kind of happened that bothered me a little bit and I wanted to talk about it. I know I'm probably going to start something by posting this, but I'm really not trying to. I really just want to talk about this and get this off my chest. I'm not trying to start anything. But anyway, the topic for today was supposed to be race, and it was, but we kind of got off track at the end and we ended up speaking more about ethnicity rather than race. So for those of you who don't know, my ethnicity is Italian and Portuguese. I'm half and half. I'm Italian on my dad's side and Portuguese on my mom's side. And while, yes, I am a white American, I identify as being Italian and Portuguese. If you ask me, oh, what are you? I'll tell you, I'm Italian and Portuguese. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm white. You can kind of tell by looking at me. And I'm not going to say, oh, I'm American. Because, you know, if we're in America and you're talking to me and I have an American accent, you can pretty much guess I'm American. So those two are kind of a given. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out. So we were talking about ethnicity, and there's this girl in my class who's from Italy. She's Italian, obviously from Italy, but she was born there, she was raised there, she lives there, she's only here for school. You know, I mean, she speaks English, but her first language is Italian, and she has a very nice, thick Italian accent. I love Italian accents, by the way. I love any accents. I just think people with accents are awesome. But yeah, and there are a couple other people in my class who are from different countries, because I go to a very diverse school. But anyway, we were talking about ethnicity, and we got on the subject of how she doesn't think I'm Italian. She's like, I'm Italian. You're American. People who are American who have Italian ancestry say they're Italian, but they're not. They don't speak Italian. They don't, they've never been to Italy. And it got me really mad because I felt like she was kind of devaluing my ethnicity, and my heritage. And I'm like, how do you know that? I was like, you don't know I don't speak Italian. You don't know I've never been to Italy. I mean, I could speak fluent Italian and I could go to Italy every summer and every Christmas. I mean, I don't. I mean, I can hold my own in an Italian conversation. I mean, I've taken Italian since, 4th grade. I know a lot of Italian. If I went to Italy by myself, I could hold my own. I wouldn't be completely lost. I could figure out, how to get places and ask people things. I could work it out. I could talk to people, and I could understand people. And, I mean, I've been to Italy once. I mean, I know it was for, 9 days on a school trip when I was, in high school. But I still went, and that's more than a lot of people can say. And I don't know, it just made me really mad that she's just oh no, you're not Italian. You're American. You have no right to say you're Italian. You have no right to say you're Portuguese. You don't live there. You don't spend time there. You don't know the language. You have no right to call yourself Italian or Portuguese. And that just made me really mad. And it wasn't just me. She wasn't singling me out. There was several people in the class who are not American, who are from other countries, and they felt the same way, that Americans are just that, they're Americans, and our heritage doesn't count. I mean, there's this one girl in my class who was born in America. I mean, but her parents were born in Colombia. She's 100% Colombia. Even though she was born here and she lives here, she, goes back to Colombia, all the time, every summer. She goes to visit, other family, and, she has all the traditional customs and traditions and stuff, and she really leads this very culturally rich Colombian life. And they're oh no, you're not Colombian, you're American. Your parents are Colombian, but you're not. And it made me really mad. They weren't even attacking me at that point, but I kind of felt I mean, am I wrong in thinking this? Am I wrong in saying that I'm not just an American? I'm an Italian-American and a Portuguese-American? I mean, is that wrong of me to think that? Am I being completely, I don't want to say ignorant, but am I being completely ignorant? Am I being an ugly American by saying that I have a right to say I'm Italian and I have a right to say I'm Portuguese? Just because I don't live there, just because I wasn't born there, doesn't make me any less Italian or any less Portuguese. So, am I completely crazy? Because I really want to know. Is there anybody out there, anybody watching this, who feels I'm wrong? But is there anyone not in America who's watching this who totally agrees with the people in my class who are oh no, you're American, nothing else? Because I really want to know. I kind of felt it was devaluing me. Italian and Portuguese, it's who I am. It's what sets me apart from all the other white female Americans. You know, I mean, if I'm disregarding the fact that I'm Italian and Portuguese, I'm just another white girl from Connecticut. I mean, but that, you know, like, does that kind of make sense? I think it makes sense. And, like, I understand, like, why, these people were, like, you know, these 3 students in my class, like, weren't, like, acknowledging the fact that we were anything but American. Because, I mean, for example, in Italy, most of the people who live in Italy, are Italian. I'm not saying that everyone in Italy is Italian. But it's not, you know, the melting pot that America is, or that Canada is, or something like that. You know, where, like, you meet someone and you're not, and there's a good chance they're not the same ethnicity as you. Like, if I talk to people, like, if I talk to 10 random people today, the chances of one of them, even one of them, being the same ethnicity as me, the same heritage, is, like, slim. I very rarely meet people who are both Italian and Portuguese. So I can understand why it would just kind of be a harder concept to grasp of why we identify as Italian, even though we weren't born in Italy, we've never really been to Italy. So I can understand that. I don't know, it just made me really mad. And I'm probably sounding really insensitive right now, but that's just the way I feel. And like I said, I'm not trying to start anything. Like, I don't want to get all this, like, all these hate comments on this video saying that I'm an insensitive, ugly American, because I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to say, like, I feel like I'm kind of being, like, devalued. Like, the fact that I'm Italian and the fact that I'm Portuguese doesn't matter, because all I am is an American. And I don't like that. Yeah. So that's my ranting vlog for the day. I guess you can say this was my Tell Me Why You're Mad Tuesday, because it is Tuesday. And I'll try and be more happy and upbeat and cheery tomorrow. Yeah. Sorry. And